The changing media landscape. You've said everybody in the industry is running around scared now all the time. How so?
They've always run around scared. Every decision is a big decision. If you make a movie for $300 million with marketing, you can really put your company in jeopardy forever. So the mistakes are gigantic. The successes are few. I was saved many times by one film that just turned everything around. Television, same thing. I've always thought, I looked at my job as like a manager of a baseball team. Every manager gets fired. So I thought, okay, I got this job. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna get fired. I'll get another job. I always told myself, just do it. These are temporary jobs. Eventually, you're gonna fail. But do what you think is right, always along the line, always ethically. Stick to your thoughts.
What have you learned about the need to evolve and change with the times?
Well, you need to. Whether I did or not, enough is a question. You have to be prescient. You have to look to the future. You have to see that home video is coming to an end, or that streaming is, I mean, if I was Reed Hastings, Disney would be Netflix. You know, you have to, especially in the media, you have to reinvent. You constantly reinvent. Somebody else reinvents for you. And you're afraid, you try to protect your assets. So you want to protect home video, which is making all this money. You don't want to do something that's going to kill home video. And what do? You kill yourself by trying to save yourself.
Take home video as example. I mean, people forget that home video was a tough decision to make in the first place, and you, to your credit,
nobody wanted to do home video. We started off with Pinocchio. Nobody wanted. We were putting out films, one animated film, making $3 or $4 million a year. All of a sudden, we're putting out Pinocchio, making $80 million in 2 weeks. But nobody wanted to do it. So yes, between Frank and me, we saw that. And we saw ESPN when we bought what it was going to be. I don't know, I could have bought the Mighty Ducks. Disney wanted me to buy the Mighty Ducks when I left, and I thought that was a conflict. And it was $50 million, and it's now $3 billion or $4 billion, whatever it is. So I didn't see that coming. Some people see better than I do.
The theater business. There were reports that, you know, for moviegoers, 25% of moviegoers go to the theater every other month. Pre-pandemic, that was 40%. What do you seize the state of that business?
Pre-television, it was every week. There are only 120 million people in the country. 80 million people went every week to a movie. So there's a definition of the change. The only thing I don't like about it is that the movies that do well in the theaters are the big technical extravaganzas. And the small independent films from Europe or from the US, Miramax type films, they really only survive on Amazon or Apple or Netflix. So it's hard. It's not a business that I would go into today.
You think it survives?
I don't know. No, probably not. Not in the long. I mean, it'll survive for another 20 years, but at some point, the home is more convenient.
How do you see AI impacting media?
I understand it for instance, in our development from 2D animation to computer generation. I understand it in the ways that it's been written about. I certainly understand it in healthcare, how it's now being used. Do I think it's ever going to write an Academy Award-winning movie? No. Because I think the movies and the television shows that really succeed are where the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Something that's totally original, that hasn't been done before, And I just don't know. I mean, I probably will live to regret this. I just don't know whether a computer can match the creative brain for the future. I know that the writers and producers are very nervous about that.
What's the conclusion to the streaming wars and future consolidation that still needs to take place in your mind?
You mean like Paramount buying Warner Brothers, that kind of thing?
Sure.
You know what it is? It's a merry-go-round. If they buy Warner Brothers, 3 years they'll spin off this one and they'll buy that one. It's been a merry-go-round since 1948. So yes, there'll be a lot of change. It'll still be who was the best ideas. The technology, however, I suspect the idea of home entertainment in some form is here forever.